Hello. I've been walking around my apartment with my AirPods in every single day, all day since March. And it's July. If you hear any banging or if it sounds like thunder is rolling in, you'll understand why I have to walk around my apartment with AirPods on. But I digress. Hello, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel. I'm not in the best of spirits as of filming this particular video, so you might be able to sense that. I want to give you kind of an update as to what's going on with this channel, why I haven't been posting yoga classes weekly, regularly, as I would love to still be doing. And I also want to make it kind of informative and helpful for you watching, because that's what this channel is about. If you're interested in yoga, I'm going to tie everything back to a yoga concept and tell you a little bit about what's been going on with me in the channel and what I've learned during this period of time, this pandemic/quarantine period. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3, maybe 4 things that I learned during this pandemic and quarantine. And I'm also going to share with you what's coming up for the channel, what you can expect, and what's been going on. I'm filming from my home right now. I have been filming from my home for a long time. There's the banging that I said you will hear. So I've gotten used to filming in my home, and then I got used to not filming in my home, and that was a very nice thing. I was able to access the YouTube space, and I was able to film in such a beautiful space. It's just been wonderful. And then that was taken away from me and taken away from everyone when the pandemic hit and everything shut down. So you can imagine my delight in seeing about a month ago that YouTube was taking bookings to film again. I was like, oh my god, they must be opening up. That's the first day of phase 2 reopening in New York. That's when it's scheduled. So it must be opening. Like, it must be finally everyone's back to work. So I booked it. That was June 13th when I booked it. Everything went through, got the confirmation email, heard nothing, absolutely nothing for weeks. Come July 6th, I pack everything up. My tripod, my yoga mat, my camera, my laptop, my clothes, my makeup, everything that I need to film, which isn't a lot because I've condensed over the years and gotten really good at kind of being a traveling one-woman show, but still, it's heavy. A laptop and a camera and batteries and notebooks and clothes and makeup and a yoga mat and a tripod. I live near Manhattan, but I don't live in Manhattan. I live about a bus and multiple trains away. Take the car to the train, park the car by the train, buy my train ticket, which was $15 round trip, over $15, almost $16 round trip, wait for the train, get on the train, get on another train, which I had to buy a $10 Metro card for, get on that train, get all the way to the YouTube space, get to the building, and the security guard opens the door. The doors are locked. And I'm like, I have to film at YouTube today. And he's like, are you sure you're in the right place? And I'm like, yeah, I film here all the time. And he's like, oh, okay. Then he lets me in. I walk all the way to the back where the YouTube elevator is. Nobody's there. There's usually a Google security guard there. No one. Walk right up to the elevator, go all the way up to the YouTube space. Everything's locked up. Nobody's there. So I'm just like, okay, knocking on the door, looking for my badge. Nothing's there. Go back downstairs, talk to the security guards there. I'm like, I have this. I show them the email saying that I had this booking to film at YouTube. They're like, oh, I don't know. Everything's still on lockdown. And I'm like, okay, I should have known. And they give me the Google security phone number. So I call Google security and they're like, oh yeah, we're all still closed. And I'm like, nobody sent me any kind of email saying that my booking was canceled. They accepted the booking, sent me a confirmation that it was good to go, and nothing. So I literally took 5 hours of my day to go into Manhattan, come back, and turn straight back around, carrying all this heavy equipment, sweating my face off, wasting, I was like $30 to go basically nowhere. And not to mention, I put myself at risk because there were tons of people in the middle of the train station, Penn Station, coughing, sneezing, like out into the air and just like not covering their mouths. There was a homeless guy in Penn Station who was literally coughing like out into the open, barefoot. It's just like, he was like, and he was touching people. He was going around and touching people. And I was just like, okay, I'm putting myself at risk, but I'm going to get some work done, you know? And then I get there and I'm just like, I put myself at risk for nothing. That is why, or one of the many reasons why there is a significant delay in yoga videos on this channel, because I was planning to get like a load of videos filmed at YouTube, and my booking was canceled without warning, and that was extremely disappointing. I'm also going slightly insane in this apartment. Like, I've been working from this apartment solid for months since March. So I guess the first thing I have learned, or the number one thing I've learned, is too much of anything is not good. So the yoga concept I'm referring to here is non-excess, which is brahmacharya. Please forgive me. Please forgive my pronunciation. This concept usually, it's one of the yamas as well. It usually refers to actually celibacy or chastity in terms of sexuality, but it also can describe non-excess, not doing anything in excess, because too much of anything, any single thing, is not good for you mentally, physically, and just your overall well-being. Love being at home, love working from home, but too much is too much, and it's driving me crazy, and it is not creating a productive work environment for me. It's actually doing the complete opposite. And I've been actually working on some videos and projects that I'm not releasing yet. We'll be speaking about them for several months yet, but I've been working on those. But as for the regular yoga content, that's just gone to the back burner. Instagram's gone to the back burner. So the second thing I'm going to be talking about is the fourth niyama, svadhyaya. That's a funny word, I know. It means self-study. And this literally has been the year for me of self-study. For one, because a lot of things have happened with my health that I've had to look into further, but also because I've had a lot of time to sit at home and think, because obviously we've been home, stuck in the home for months and months with nowhere to go, literally nowhere to go. I've had several blood tests done for one area of my health, but I also had the antibody test for virus. Actually, if you watch the channel, the vlog channel, you will have seen back in March at the beginning of the quarantine, I was sick and I didn't know why. I was diagnosed with strep throat and I was taking antibiotics for strep throat, but I had a sore throat that would not go away. I'm going to make a whole separate video based on my experience with this virus, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I had virus. Also during this quarantine period, in regards more to my mental health, I learned a lot about myself. And I guess what I'm trying to express to you is self-study is important. Going to your doctor and learning about things about your health that you might be concerned about. Don't be afraid to get testing for things. Blood tests are not an enemy. They can uncover a lot of health issues that you didn't know that you had. Journaling, prayer, meditation, visualizations, those things are really important in learning about yourself, and knowing yourself is probably one of the most important things that you could do for yourself and your loved ones and anyone else around you. And I think that was a pretty important lesson that I learned during this period. And the third thing that I want to discuss, things that I learned during this quarantine pandemic period, is the first yama, and I said the fourth niyama earlier, which was svadhyaya. I'm discussing the yamas and the niyamas, and if you want to learn more about those, I will link a blog post that I wrote for yogiapproved.com on the yamas and the niyamas that you can check out if you want to learn more about that, because I think they're really important to an overall yoga practice. So yes, the third thing that I learned during this quarantine period, I guess, was reinforced because I already knew about it, but the first yama, which is ahimsa, which is the concept of non-violence. Literally one of my favorite concepts in yoga, learning about yoga, and something that I always go back to, and it's kind of something I base my whole life on. Causing as little harm as physically possible, not only to others, the others around you, which is the main, I guess, focus of that concept, is not causing as little harm to other people around you as possible, but also causing as little harm to yourself as possible, because you can't help others unless you help yourself first. So yes, we all know by now that wearing a mask significantly reduces the risk of spreading the virus. Some people see it differently, but those people are not paying attention. Literally, wearing a mask is not for you, it's for other people. So me wearing a mask protects you. You wearing a mask protects me. So that's definitely something that's been playing on my mind throughout this period, is being kind to others physically by wearing a mask and showing that you care, that you don't want to spread anything, you want to reduce the spread and protect others when you are outside and in stores and things. And in New York, it is required for you to wear a mask. I know in a lot of other countries it is not required, but to be honest, I feel like it should be everywhere. Also, there's been quite a surge I've noticed in negative comments on YouTube. There's always been a problem with negative comments for a lot of YouTubers, but for me, I never really got the brunt of it. Most of you watching are very nice people, and I'm so grateful for you. And you are the reason why I'm making this video and all the other 300 plus videos that I've made. They're not for the negative people, they're for you. The people who are grateful, the people who are kind, and the people who actually care about others. I don't know if it's because my channel has grown in popularity somewhat, but I have definitely reached an all-time high in negative comments. They're criticizing the video, criticizing just like little petty things, thinking that kind of they know more about yoga than I do. I'm not saying I know everything there is to know about yoga. I'm no guru. I do know what I'm talking about. I'm no stranger to yoga. There's a method to my madness. There's a reason why I structured the classes the way that I do. There's a reason why I teach the way that I do. I welcome constructive criticism. There's a way to put things that don't involve being so hurtful. Probably if you're watching this video and if you've gotten this far in the video, you're not one of those people, but I don't know, just spreading the message that you need to be kind to people because you don't know what that person's going through. If I had a bigger budget, like some more popular channels on here, then I would get high quality audio. I'd get a whole team to help me film. I'd hire a studio, or everything would be much higher quality, but it's just me here. Literally, I'm on my own with the editing, the filming, the creating the videos, just everything is all me, and there's only so much a person can take along with other stuff that I'm dealing with in my life. Be kind to people. Stop with the negativity. A lot of other people are noticing it as well. There's just a lot of trolls, and everyone's just being nasty in comments and things, and there's no need for that. There's just no need for it. I mean, there's plenty of videos that I watch that I don't like. Plenty of photos I look at on Instagram that I don't like. But I'm not going to go on there and call that person names and say, don't follow this person, don't take this person's yoga class. I just don't understand why people have to be that mean. So yeah, just to recap, 3 things that I learned during this quarantine period. Too much of anything in excess is not beneficial. The number 2 thing I mentioned was self-study. So take the time. Luckily, I've had the time to look inward more and learn more about myself and get tests done to learn about my health. And I learned a lot of things about myself over the past few months, and it's been quite enlightening, and I think that I can take this knowledge and move forward to make myself a better person mentally and physically from that. And the 3rd thing was ahimsa, non-violence. Wearing a mask is important for other people, not for yourself. It shows that you care about other people and keeping other people around you safe. It's a selfless act. It's an act of service somewhat. Also, being nice to people that you don't know. If you're gonna comment on a video, be nice. Don't cause harm to that person because you don't know what they're going through. Even if you don't agree or dislike for some reason what they've done or put out there or whatever, there's still no reason for you to be mean or cruel, ever. There's never a reason for that, ever. Sorry that I'm not in the best mood. Sorry if this video was a little bit of a downer. I hope you did find it somewhat helpful. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being here and for continuing to come back to my videos. I appreciate you more than you possibly know. Be kind in the comments, not just in my videos, but in any video that you watch, any post you come across online. If you're going to leave a comment, be nice. And if you're not going to be nice, don't leave a comment. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you as soon as I possibly can with a new yoga video. Bye!